Okay, welcome back to Crypto Chris. Thank you for everybody that watched my video yesterday. I'm going to try to put out a video every day. I don't know if that will happen for sure, but today I got asked about Shiba Inu coin. So I thought that'd be a good place to start talking today. Again, anything I talk about on here is not financial advice. You should do your own research. But if you have questions, put them in the comments and I'll do some videos on them. So Shiba, I'm sure a lot of you have heard of Dogecoin, which is a meme coin. Shiba Inu is the same concept. Basically, it's a meme coin. So if you haven't been watching this or the market on it, it had a huge run up recently. And now it's starting to drop a fair amount again. So a buddy asked me, what do you think about Shiba? Should I put money in it? Should I not put money in it? Usually what I say about meme coins is they're not really a reliable investment. Can you make money in them? Yeah, you can make money in them, but definitely not something that I would hold long term. What you usually see with stuff like this is, right, it has a huge run up, it's way popular, and then they just crash again. Same things, stayed low for a long time and then had a huge run up again, and then it's starting to crash again. Is it going to continue to crash? It's going to go back up? I don't know. But there's a lot of hype and stuff behind these. So yeah, you can make money in them. They can go up 50, 80, 90, 100% in a day. But things to remember, when coins can move like that, they can also go the other direction just as fast, if not faster. So usually what I tell people when they ask me about these is, if it's their first time starting to get into crypto, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing to mess around with these. They're pretty cheap coins, right? It's worth 0.00008 at its peak right here. So it's not even close to a penny, right? Fractions of that. So a lot of times what I tell people is, if you're going to put money in that, yeah, put money in it, forget about it. You know, if you have a little bit of money that you don't mind putting in the market and just letting it sit, or watching it for a little bit and pulling it out when it has a good run. But I wouldn't, and that's just my opinion, I wouldn't put money into these as a long-term investment. Things that you should be putting money into for long-term investments: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, things like that. And that's my opinion. Polygon, you know, things that have real good projects behind them, that are building things, that are doing things. So that's my opinion on Shiba. Same with Doge. Not a coin that I'm going to put a ton of money in and leave in for long term. So if anybody has questions about that, like I said, I don't have a problem. You know, you can make money with them. You can make money with a lot of these, but not something long term that's got good fundamentals. Shiba does have some other things going. They're going to start doing, or they have some NFTs that they've done. They're burning some of their coins. So the project is actively being worked on, which Doge, I don't think isn't getting worked on like Shiba. So that's just my opinion on that. So some other things I wanted to talk about today is more NFT stuff. So I heard today that the new Matrix movie that's coming out, they're going to do an NFT, and they're going to release 100,000 unique Matrix inspired avatars. And after, I think about a month after they come out, they're going to give you the option if your avatar takes the red pill or the blue pill. And so depending on what happens with what pill you take, I don't know if your avatar is going to change or what it's going to do for sure. But the cool thing, there's 100,000 of them. The cool thing I saw with this is they're only $50 each. So they're not way expensive. If you haven't ever messed around with NFTs, it's probably a good place to start. I mean, 100,000 really isn't that many when you think about how many people are into the Matrix, how many people are going to watch the Matrix. or have watched, all the previous movies. So $50, maybe not a bad place if you haven't messed around with NFTs to kind of get into it. The way to think about an NFT is like a collectible, right? So think of it as like a baseball card, a Pokemon card. Basically, you own, you're the only one that owns that portion or that avatar or whatever it's going to be. Yeah, there'll be 100,000 of them, but all of them are going to be different. So you'll own a little piece of that, and it's something that you can, if at a later time you want to sell it, you can sell it. If the project does really well, usually what happens is you can obviously sell it for more than what you bought it for. So that comes out, I think they said November 30th. So beginning November 30th, 2021 is when they're going to release it. And again, they're $50. So maybe not a bad place to start with NFTs. I think they said it's going to be on Nifty, which this is this platform right here. So to explain a little bit about this, so to be able to buy this stuff, there's going to be a certain wallet that you have to have depending on what network they're like if they're using the Ethereum blockchain, Solana. So depending on what blockchain they're using, you'll have to make a wallet, either like a MetaMask wallet, a Phantom wallet, which is actually really easy to do. It doesn't take long at all. And then when you buy this stuff, it actually stays in your wallet, your MetaMask wallet, for instance, or your Phantom wallet, but it's also dropped onto these platforms. So like, for instance, one I'm in is the Pluto Alliance. So these are all 10,000 of the Pluto Alliance. So some of the NFTs that I have are in here. And this is where, like, if I want to sell them or buy more of them, I can buy and sell them in here, but they still stay in my wallet as long as I own it. So they drop on certain platforms along with staying in your wallet to show that you're the verified owner of that. So another NFT drop that's coming, which I think is probably going to be huge, is Disney. Disney's getting ready to drop the golden moments, is what they're calling it. And it's going to be more NFT collectibles. And in here, it says that they're going to call it Disney Day. They're going to be launching non-fungible tokens, which is what an NFT is. It's basically a collectible. Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars. So I imagine as more time goes on, they're going to start dropping more and more of these. So that's a decent project to look into if that's something, that you're wanting to start getting into. These are probably going to do pretty well. I don't know like how many of them they're going to be or anything like that. So that's something you'll have to look for. In here it was saying, so it's going to be November 12th. And one cool thing I think they were talking about on here was that they're not going to be charging gas fees, which if basically what a gas fee is. So like if you have a MetaMask wallet and they drop something like on OpenSea and it's on the Ethereum network, so you basically have to have what it costs to buy so like the floor prices on these is 0.06 Ethereum. So you have to have that, but you also have to have what's called gas fees, which is basically the fee that's charged for making the transaction, which gets paid to the Ethereum miners. So with Ethereum, the gas fees are sometimes a couple $100. So they're really expensive. Sometimes it doesn't make sense. Something's selling for $100 and your gas fees are $200 on top of that. So you're paying more than you even were for the thing that you wanted to buy. So if that is something they're doing with this, they're going to try to make it where it's gas free. So basically all you're going to be paying for is the actual NFT and not the gas fees that come along with it. So, and I just wanted to show some of the NFT platforms. So you have Nifty, you have VV, which is where the Disney one's going to be dropped. You have OpenSea. That's where these ones are. And you can go in here and search, collections or projects. And then you can come into these if you want to try to buy something, right? You can go to buy now. And it's kind of showing you what the floor price is, right? So the floor price for, like, if it's not a rare one, just the basic, floor price of one of these is 0.6 Ethereum. So you'll see some of these projects where the floor price is, 4 or 5 or 6 Ethereum, like CryptoPunk, stuff like that. Board Yacht Club, their floor price is quite a bit higher. So you're going to pay quite a bit more for them. So, but you can come in here and, click on one if it's for sale. And this is showing you, so this is 0.6 Ethereum. So they want $273 for that. So, again, if you have more questions about NFTs, stuff like that, we can go back to the basics of what an NFT is, but basically think about it as like a collectible. So there's a bunch of other projects. When I was talking about the Sandbox, Decentraland, when you buy land in there, it's basically like an NFT. So you own that piece of land. It's a collectible. So any of the stuff that you're buying is basically just a collectible. And if they're good projects, they continue to go up and become, they're worth more than what you paid for them. If it's not a good project, which is why I say you need to do your own research, because some of these projects aren't good projects, and you buy them, say for $200, and a week from now it's worth, $10 or $50 or nothing. You can't sell it. So make sure you do research into these, but usually these big ones like Disney's huge. Imagine this Matrix one, the Matrix avatars are going to be pretty big. So, and some other things to look at with projects are what is their roadmap. Most of them are going to show you a roadmap and tell you where things are going to continue to go. So they're going to drop them. And like with this one, down the road after you buy them, they're going to give you a choice to take the red pill or the blue pill. So some of these projects are going to allow you to get into games, or you can play with the characters in games, or there's like some that are horses that you can race, that you can breed and do other things with. So just do your research on projects. Again, if you guys have any questions, put them down in the comments. That way we can go over this stuff. The main reason I'm doing this is, one, to get everybody involved in crypto that wants to be involved, and try to answer questions. So if you guys have questions, that's what this is for. So put it in the comments. I'll try to read them, and then my next video we can go over some of the questions you guys had. Again, thanks for watching the videos. If you like it, subscribe. I'm gonna try to get more videos out and keep covering stuff. If you guys don't put anything in the comments, I'm just gonna try to look up some cool projects or stuff to talk about, and we'll go from there. So again, and I think on my next on this video, if I can figure it out, I'm going to try to put some links underneath for, like, if you don't have a Coinbase account, I'll put my link for my affiliate link if you want to join, if you want to get a Coinbase account, stuff like that under the video. And I might start doing that with some other stuff. So again, thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know. Thank you.